Neutrons may be an unstable form of protons. Free neutrons are unstable, decaying to a proton, electron, and an antineutrino under 15 minutes, says Wikipedia, the neutron entry. We know that there are ways that a proton and electron become a neutron, or a neutron decays to a proton and electron. Beta minus decay of neutron equal proton, electron, and an antineutrino. Beta plus decay of proton equal neutron, positron, and a neutrino. Electron capture, the nucleus absorbs an electron, and one proton changes to a neutron and emits a neutrino. Neutron star. Under extraordinary conditions, protons do stick to electrons. High pressure in neutron stars forces electrons and protons to form neutrons. Then, neutrons decay to form protons and electrons, which in turn form an atom of hydrogen. This is from ScienceNotes.org. Why don't protons stick to electron? Hydrogen atom is a proton plus an electron. Virtually all protons were made in the Big Bang, but neutrons can be made easily now through the processes above. So how can electrons exist in a nucleus? Electrons in the atom do enter the nucleus. Electrons in S state tend to peak at the nucleus. Christopher Baird, Science Questions. We know electrons will only react with a proton in the nucleus via electron capture. Otherwise, the electron and proton do not interact with each other. Drawing shows proton plus electron equal neutron. Neutron electrical properties. This study could support the idea of composite neutron with electron on the outside of a proton. Quote, using precise data recently gathered at 3 different laboratories and some new theoretical tools, Gerald A. Miller, a UW physics professor, has found that the neutron has a negative charge both in its inner core and its outer edge, with a positive charge sandwiched in between to make the particle electrically neutral. My further suggestion is that perhaps the proton itself may be a composite of 1 electrons and 2 positrons. The above quote from Washington EDU News. This post about neutrons fits the rest of my related ideas. Here's a summary of them. Singularity of photons, eternal and outside space-time, in Big Bang creates electron-positron pairs, proton-antiproton pairs, and neutrino and antineutrino pairs through pair conversion. Then those particles, through different combinations, created everything else. Note, proton plus electron equal neutron, but also antiproton plus positron equal neutron. Thoughts. Building atoms on electrons and protons made in pair conversion seems more likely than building neutrons from scratch in a separate, unrelated way.